Good morning At the Wheels fans. This is Dave. How are you? Thanks for checking out this video as always. So we are up at Tree House Brewing in Charlton, Mass. And we are here for another Cars and Coffee for the 24 season. Looking forward to this. Just pulled in. My little window mounted thing here is for some reason not working, so I got to hold the camera. So I apologize if it's a little rocky. But anyways, we are going to videotape a lot of cool cars, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of great peeps here today. So that's the plan. And if you haven't been up to Tree House Brewing in Charlton or any of their locations, you are sorely missing out, because not only is their beer incredible, the coffee is next level, baby. So check that out. And yeah, look forward to seeing some rock and roll cars here. So yes, we are here at Tree House Charlton for their Cars and Coffee on this late July Sunday. It is it's filled up quite immensely. It is a little tight here, but you know, it should be. This is a great place to come and show off your car and talk to other car enthusiasts and grab some awesome coffee and beers. So yeah, I'm gonna walk around. We're gonna highlight some of the real stunning examples here. There's plenty. There's my little Tanzanite Blue G80. Look at her. Little lovely doodle over there. So yeah, let's walk around and see what we got. Talk to this gentleman for a moment who has this 992 manual GT3, beautiful car. I looked, wife and I looked at the exact same spec car yesterday, literally exactly. It's just that I guess the guy who owned it previously had tints on it, and they were not coming off very well, so they had it in a detail shop. They had to clean it up, but amazing car, as we all know. As I've mentioned many times on this channel, the carbon black metallic with the cinnamon interior E46 M3 is my favorite car I've ever owned. Is it the fastest car I've ever owned? No, it is not. But it is absolutely quick and fun and beautiful and just an amazing car. So this gentleman here, I guess he goes by Juicebox Man or something on Instagram. He owns this car. He works at FCP Euro, which is a great company here in, I think it's Milford, Connecticut. So I'm gonna hook up with him and maybe chat with him a little bit more, but this car is really incredible. Love it. And there's never going to be a sad day when you run into an E39. And this car came out in about 2000, and I was very keen on having one. I never officially owned one, but I got very close a few times. It is, of course, beautiful. Another FCP Euro gentleman here. Manual transmission, of course. Beautiful car, just, you know, fast. Still, you know, holds up today in terms of looks and aesthetics, at least as far as I'm concerned. Looks to be in great shape. Parked next to my wonderful Tanzanite G80 M3, of course, with the Kalami orange interior. Also a beautiful car and very quick. Another very nice gentleman and his wife I chatted with about this Z06 of his. He's a big fan of his own car, which is always good to be that, of course. But how could you not be? It's a Z06. It's an incredible machine. You know, fast, beautiful. He said, both he and his wife said it's very comfortable. So yeah, rock and roll, dude. There's the front view of the E46 M3. Man, I wish I kept this car. I really do. Always love the hood bulge. Off that bulge. Just gorgeous. Amazing car. Seems like every time I go to one of these car shows, we run into these VW buses, which my wife is a massive fan of, and I understand why. They have grown on me significantly. They're both beautiful. Love them. She has the idea of turning these into like a pugmobile, which I think would be fantastic. So at some point, maybe we grab one and we do that. They look great. And this gentleman here that was driving this one, I heard him say earlier, he got it up to 70 miles an hour. I don't know. That might be a little scary, but hey, man, if you can do it, rock on. I mean, a classic red Trans Am, all engine bay, beautiful, you know, all done up, and just, I mean, this is one of those ones that if I had an extended collection and I included some of the American muscle cars, it would have to be in there. It's just beautiful. White interior, love it. As I've also mentioned in an earlier video, these older coupes, these BMWs from like the 70s and 80s, definitely, you know, the 633, 635 CSIs, all those just incredible cars. This is what started my love affair with BMW a long time ago. And there are some great examples all done up. This one's obviously a great example, but at some point that might be something I have to add to my collection as well. And look what's parked next to it. You got a little cabriolet turbo, or maybe a turbo S. I don't know. I didn't look at the back, but nothing wrong with that. Somebody just dropped something over there. I don't know. He's having a little fun with his VW Beetle, which is also a beautiful car. A couple of them parked next to each other there. Yeah. But back to the turbo. you know, ever since I got the Bronco, like the idea of top down has really been appealing to me. So at some point, maybe we do grab a cabriolet. Who knows? We'll see. Life is short. Live it, man. Ooh, GTO in red. Dig it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that car whatsoever. There's a lot of things wrong with me, but not the car. A true classic there. I remember my grandmother Nani, my mother's mom, she was a big fan of the classic Mustang. She wasn't a real car person, but every once in a while she'd talk about this particular generation of cars, and she really loved it. So maybe someday in her honor I'll grab one, or if there's another one next to it over there, cabriolet version. We also have a gorgeous blue Firebird here. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, like a moron, I'm pointing into the sun again, but sorry about that. Sorry about the corneas. 996 Carrera over here. It has the better look on the Friday headlights, you know, where it's clear. You can see it's clear there versus, you know, where it was kind of yellow in the earlier models in the Boxster. But he's got the 997 generation kind of look wheels on there. The turbo, I forgot the... Yeah, it looks good. Nice looking car. Gorgeous red GT4. Definitely a huge fan of that. I am never going to turn my nose up at a car that's that incredible, sounds that good. And this red, which certainly looks like it's probably Gar's red, is immaculate. Let's go check out and see. What are we rolling on here? Is this a manual? Yes, it is. Very nice. I'm sure this sounds insane. And little VW spot over here, a couple of them. You know, I got to say, I respect these cars a lot more than I did years ago. I mean, not that I didn't respect them. I just hadn't really driven them. But I got a chance to drive a Golf R a few years back. And I have to say, I was really impressed, man. It was very quick. It was extremely nimble. They are just amazing cars. I mean, there's no question about it. They're fun little sports cars. The current generation Turbo S, to this day, the fastest car I've ever been in, that I've ever driven. It is a launch control master. It is completely insane. Yeah. This is the chalky kind of variety, crayon or chalk or whatever it is. I can never remember. But yeah, that is gorgeous. Beautiful car and insanely quick. Gorgeous Roush Mustang here, very nice. I like the yellow accents there.
It was like ready to go to the collector when I got it.
So a buddy of mine in high school, his parents had a one of these turbo coupes, and we were fairly obsessed with it just because it had the word turbo on the side of the car, as you can see right here. And we were just convinced it was like, you know, 1,000 horsepower. I did go for a ride in it once, and it was quick. It was reasonably quick for mid to late 80s time frame, but yeah, it's kind of cool to see one. Very nostalgic. Definitely like that blue there. It's a little bit shark bluish, you know, the Porsche shark blue. Very, very nice. GT350. A lot of Mustangs come out to these events. Always popular. A little Celine Cabriolet here. Yeah, I'm so fancy. I have to say cabriolet instead of convertible.
He's a real fancy boy.
I feel like just, you know, orange was the one that really kind of romanced me a couple years ago. But green is definitely becoming a big-time favorite. I am enjoying a lot of these very bright greens. And of course, in this Challenger here, this is pretty amazing. I do think it pops. It's a very pretty car. Obviously, these all have a crazy amount of power. There's a lot of varieties, just like there are in all these modern sports cars. A lot of different packages, but very sexy. Just saw a beautiful orange one of these sneak out right near my favorite coffee place, Congamon Coffee. And I know I'm at Tree House. Tree House is amazing too, but we all have to have our favorites. When it comes to beer, the Tree House folks know that is my favorite beer. But coffee, I've got to stick with my girl over there, Pam, at Congamon Coffee. But anyways, right near there, we saw one of these pull out, and it was orange, and it was gorgeous. This is a car that has definitely grown on me over the years. Love it. I have a feeling it would take my G80 M3 in the straights and the turns. Look at that, huh? There's some Americana for you. All right, so we are in the Treehouse upper lot now. I'm going to check out a few cars. We got a couple nice Mustangs here and a beautiful orange Camaro over here. I love it. It's got the vinyl top. Man, a lot of orange cars, man. They really have become popular. They're all listening to me. Walking up on a nice Grand National here. Still continues to be a bucket list car. It will definitely be a car at some point I will own because it is my childhood high school dream car. Even over the Countachs and the Testarossas, this is the one I wanted. It shall be mine at some point. And the funny thing is about this, this Challenger here, I feel like I've seen this car at this show before, last year, in the same exact parking spot. I could be wrong. Because
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
I'm a little bit of an idiot, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely dig this, and I think it's parked here before. Random little factoid. But back to the Grand National. I mean, come on, turbocharged Buick. It was like, I wouldn't say it was roasting Corvettes at the time, but it was, it was beating them. It was like a sleeper. For people who didn't really know cars, it was a bit of a sleeper. And I shall own one at some point. Talked to this gentleman several times about his M4. He's had this for a while. He's here today, and yeah, beautiful. It's the same color, does not have the same interior, but it is pretty, as they all are. Pull back on that a little bit. So we're going to go down this road because I met another gentleman who has a 991.2 GT3, so we're going to go see if we can find that. There it is. That is the 991.2 GT3. This gentleman I just met, and I've already forgot his name because I am a dope, but his car's great. I won't forget that. Yeah, manual. It's the thing. The PDKs are amazing, but there is just something with a 9,000 red line to be able to roll those gears yourself, Beautiful car, and it is parked next to a wonderful Ferrari, of course. I mean, any Ferrari is wonderful. But when you have a 458, you're probably doing pretty well in life, and you probably have a smile on your face most of the time, and rock on, dude.